So, you had a fantastic time. We went out, I went back to the hotel after the second Unmasked with Mr. Bob Saget. Bob, thanks for opening up. It's really a pleasure fucking pulling teeth with you. But go back to the hotel. I'm about to relax. Fezzi calls me like my Playboy buddy. Hey, come on down. We got great dinner lined up. I get it down there, and it's you with Bri, Kathleen from the Bronx, Crazy Jen, and Pickles.
Yeah, I was so glad you were able to join us.
Yeah.
I really appreciated that because I didn't want to I wanted to let on to everyone that Ron Bennington from Unmasked and the Ron and Fez show may be joining us.
Right.
But if you were going to come, I didn't want to look like the complete ass face.
Now, out of all of our friends who we saw in D.C. over the weekend, and there were tons and it was all great, why did you pick those four for the intimate dinner party?
Well, Kathleen from the Bronx doing such a great job with Dear Ron and Fez show, her blog.
Can't say enough good things about that.
On ronfez.net.
Yeah.
And Crazy Jen, who is normally so annoying on Friday's XM show, I heard things about her that I never knew before.
So you're back into being a big fan of hers.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the whole, I had to blow a guy to see the Janet Jackson concert.
And you related to that somehow? Like the same thing happened with you?
And I thought, here's someone who can reach me.
Yeah.
Here's someone who reaches out.
That was a very, very bizarre night. But here's what bugs me. And now they put us up in this fabulous hotel called the
Mandarin Oriental.
Thank you very much. So Friday night, I order a cheese plate and 6 cookies. Cost me $52 delivered to the room, right? So I'm like, hey, good cookies, but I don't know, 6 of them are worth $52.
Should have gone with the half order.
So, Fezzi, invites me down. I go and meet these guys for dinner at the hotel at City Zen at the Mandarin Hotel. So I go there and they go, yes. And I go, I'm meeting some friends. And they go, are you staying at the hotel? And I go, yes, I am. And I give them my room number. And they're, oh, Mr. Bennington, it's, come right this way. Set us up. We all had great food. We had desserts and coffees. And we had just sat around for hours.
Gorgeous meals.
Yeah, fantastic meals that look like art as meals. And at one point, Fezzi, I saw you reach in for the big beer.
Oh, yeah, the large, please.
Yeah, I was surprised with you, with your heart problems, you went for a beer.
Well, I wasn't going to have one.
Well, you shouldn't, according to what your doctor says.
Sure, but Kathleen from the Bronx, as they were coming around to take drink orders, I kept getting, order a beer, so I can order one. Order a beer so I can order one. So I felt kind of obligated to put her at ease, and I'm like...
She doesn't have the courage to order her own beer?
Well, not if anyone else is not drinking.
Yeah.
If the rest of the table's not drinking, she doesn't want to look like the Big South.
Yeah.
So I ordered a beer to put her at ease.
So she makes Heart Attack Boy have her own beers?
Yeah. So I had to jump in on that bandwagon to kind of save Kathleen's image.
She was doing that in front of every single beer all night? Order another beer, buddy.
Yeah, so I had to keep up with her, which isn't easy, beer for beer.
Now, I'm invited to this dinner with, friends that I didn't even know. I think it's all a fantastic idea. And then at the end of the meal, the waiter comes to me and says, Mr. Bennington, since I'd already met him, and hands me the check to sign for it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That was so nice of you. To get the check.
I didn't get the check. It was handed to me because I was staying at the hotel. Now, if fucking cheese and crackers and cookies cost $52,
right?
What do you think 7 meals, beers, and fucking desserts came to?
I can only guess. I can only speculate. I've never been good at pricing games.
Why, I sat there for 2.5 hours listening to Crazy Jen scream.
Yeah, so that was very nice of you.
Yeah. I will get even with you, Watley, while you're sitting here trying to enjoy yourself today.
Yeah.
You're in my fucking crosshairs, buddy. You're in my crosshairs, Mr. Stand-Up Comic.
We really enjoyed having you and joining us.
Yeah. Having fun with the little jokes? Is it all a good time for you?
Well, so far.
Ever fuck with my wallet again. Ow! That's for fucking with my wallet.
Man, take a finger off or something. That hurt.
I hope it was worth it. You cheap little bastard. All right, so good time all the way around, and I'm only going to say this now. Again, that was a horrible part of my weekend, being fucking joked into a giant dinner bill. But this is the other thing. So Bob Saget on Saturday, and you know, this is after I did this really terrific interview with Jimmy Norton. That was just. It was fucking unbelievable. Great time to have and just see him open up like that. But then you got to follow it up and do it again with Saget. And I was just like, you know, okay, well, I hope it goes well. And I had a little Cuban cigar with me, Fez.
Mm-hmm.
That was an Upman. That was given to me by my very good friend. And I was like, I had the cigar in my hand throughout the show. You know, not lighting it, but occasionally I had it in my mouth. I was enjoying myself. And I kept thinking throughout the interview, okay, Saget won't open up. He's not going to drop his little persona, Mr. Cute Boy. But I'll have fun with this, and we'll do whatever. And then afterwards, I will smoke this cigar and enjoy myself. And at different times during the interview, I was thinking, well, it's pretty soon I'll be smoking this cigar. Occasionally I would get a time check, and I was like, I'm 18 minutes away from a cigar. I put it down after the show on the little table next to me. We all applaud for Bob. We try to send him out. He's got to go off and do comedy with the virus guys. One of those audience members, invited by us, stole my cigar.
Oh, my gosh. What a lowlife.
The cigar that I had sat around and thought about all night. My cigar. What I like to think of, Fez, is time to relax cigar.
Sure.
Because I can't fucking tie off and sit there and enjoy myself anymore the way in my heart I would like to. I can't sit there and cut 8 fucking rails and say to a hooker, no one's fucking leaving here tonight. We're going to get to the fucking bottom of our souls. I can't do this. I can't sit and do fucking shots like a man. No. What do I have left in my life? Nice little fucking cigar.
So,
boom, stolen.
So that's by somebody we invited there. That we said, hey, come on out, watch Unmasked. A lot of the people in the audience we knew. Friends of ours, some new friends. And one of them is a no-good dirty thief.
So anyway, that happened too. So I was able to go back to my hotel to relax, only to be called down and pay for an enormous bill because of Fez, who used his fucking, made sure he short-armed that fucking check. You were staying at the same hotel. They were your guests.
Yeah.
We're at dinner, as well as me being your fucking guest. True or false?
Well, that's true. Yeah, I did ask you to come down.
I'm gonna get even on Earl's fucking 25% party this week, which will be a going away party for Nico. Lance, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, buddies, Ron. I'm a fellow brother of the Leaf. I feel horrible. Someone steals your Cuban cigar. I want to send you something from my collection. Take care of you. I got some Monty number 2s, Boulevard Gold Meadows, Cohiba Siglo 6s.
You know what?
Polaronga, Petite Coronas.
Brother, this is the sweetest thing ever. But unless you go back in time and are there Saturday night, I'm going to stay disappointed in human beings.
I know.
I'm going to put you on hold, and Earl will also send you into our big-ass prize closet, and we're basically going to, it's a straight-out trade. I'm not going to lie to you about this. I want you to get something back for it. But that's what hurt me about the other night. And is Lily here today? Send Lily in. And this wouldn't have happened if Lily was there. I was on my own, Fuzzy. I had Earl.
Oh, sure.
So, and Earl, for some reason, Saturday was hungover without drinking the night before. Lily, I want you to make copies of that list of the Unmasked folks.
Okay.
By the way, you can get dressed up to come in here. You don't, seriously. You come in here like one of the girls from the volleyball team. You're too pretty for that.
I will remember that.
I want you to go out and get all nice shirts this week. And I want you to have, what do girls call shirts, Fez?
Blouses.
Thank you. I want you to get blouses.
Oh, okay.
You know, because you don't have to look like this. You look like Josephine Matzerats, like you just came in here not knowing what you're doing, like an unmade bed. I want you to go over that list. And I want everybody on that list questioned. I want the the terrorist specialist to take a look at the tapes. Somebody has that fucking cigar.
And I have all their contact information, every single one of them. So
good.
They will be questioned.
They will be questioned one at a time. There's a couple of people I know that were there, like Kathleen from the Bronx. I have total trust.
Right.
I have total trust. Don't even waste your time. Wave her through. Okay, I'm not working at the airport. I know the difference.
Anybody in particular that you think is suspect?
You know what? Unfortunately, the only person I was paying attention to that was Bob Saget, because I wanted the entire audience to have an enjoyable time.
Right.
And people came up to me, "Oh my God, that was fun. I had no idea, you and Bob Saget being quick together. What a lovely time." But one of those fuckers stole my cigar.
Behind their compliments laid the fat face of a thief.
And literally this morning I'm thinking, should I even go in and do a show for these people? Because they take from someone who tries to give them joy. And also, I'm not going to kid you about this. I might be back on fucking downs because I spent the weekend with Watley. And I got two things. Either we can do the show together or we can be in a car together. But we cannot do both.
Right.
Picture this studio moving. And that's my fucking weekend.
There was panic situations that are going to come up. When you get lost?
A bridge and black people. Neither one of those are something that we don't see. They both exist on this earth like you do.
That's the problem with a common phobia that's always out there.
Yeah.
That's what makes it all the more crippling, where you have to encounter it just constantly and day to day.
The Commodore Barry's got to be 35 years old, never had a problem. There Memorial's probably 50 years old. Never a problem. People drive back and forth to work over those bridges every day.
You never know when today's the day.
Yeah.
Where something could go wrong.
And then the fucking cigar thing, which, to me, now I understand what people feel like when they lose a kid. You know what I mean? Before, I'm like, what are you making a big deal about miscarrying? You can have more. Now I fucking understand. I can't replace that. I want my cigars, Nurse Ratchet! I want my cigars! And scene. I was playing the part of Cheswick there. When I yelled scene, I thought everyone was, was going to clap and all. Here's Corey. Corey, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie. I was just going to ask you about the cigars. Are you inconsolable?
I am fucking inconsolable.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What don't you understand here? The fact is, it's not so much that it was a cigar, but I had planned on having it, okay? It was my cigar for a nice little time. Instead, I leave, sit at a dinner with Crazy Jen yakking, and then get handed the bill. Like, Mr. Bennington? That's what the fucking guy says to me. Almost like bad news here. Here's Matt. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
What's going on, guys? First of all, I want to point out that Fez just called racism a common phobia before.
I do not understand that driving through a neighborhood at 12 o'clock noon, surrounded by playing children, could make a grown adult frightened.
You don't know where you're at, in my case.
Yes, I do know where I'm at. The District of Columbia, part of the United States of America, where I happen to be a citizen.
I have no clue what neighborhood I'm in and how to get my way out of it.
Yes, you do. You stay in the back seat and you don't panic. You had somebody with a phenomenal sense of direction heading north through these little streets, beautiful homes, a little rundown, but beautiful. If they were in Manhattan, they'd be $13 million easy.
Right.
They're fucking townhouses. I'm sorry that they're townhouses with black people. I'm sorry if that frightens you, that other citizens of the United States don't look like you. I'll just point this out, Fez. Sometimes white people kill too, so I don't know why you feel so happy in a white neighborhood.
Well, I don't know. I didn't get to see any of those on the way out.
You remember the only time you were ever beaten up in your life, some white boys pulled you off a girl's bike and slapped you in the back of your ear. So I don't know why you're not afraid of white people, since that's the only problem you've ever had.
True, it's two shirtless boys in dungaree cutoffs.
I want to get to the bottom of this. Have black people ever done anything to you?
No.
So why be afraid? I'm completely eschewed here. What is the problem?
It's not so much that they're black. It's that I don't know them. I don't know what could happen.
You didn't know white people when we went through the white neighborhood and you were fine.
But those neighborhoods aren't known for any sort of crime.
The suburban crimes are probably more heinous than the inner city ones, because those are the mothers that'll drown their kids in the bathtub.
Yeah, and tell fucking Charlie Manson that there's no crimes in nice neighborhoods. You are in a cranky mood today. I don't even know what got you there. The taping? The fact that you thought we were lost in D.C. when we weren't?
I had a lot of phobias kicking up yesterday.
I really enjoyed the D.C. trip, other than the stolen cigar. And Dave thinks he's got a lead for me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I do think I know who took it.
Who? Somebody I know?
Nope, but we found a person who was at the taping.
All right, I want to talk to that person.
All right.
All right, here's the guy who knows something about my missing Upman. Here is Littleton. You're on Run Fez.
Hi, Ron, Fez. I know who took the cigar, and it was an honest mistake. We weren't trying to steal the cigar. We were trying to give it back to you. And as we were leaving, we had to rush to get out because we had to go to the O&A, and we just got so...
does anybody believe this for a second?
It was a total mistake. Why we would not want your cigar? We have to make this up to you somehow. We have to do something. We love your show. He's a new listener. He didn't know.
But don't say, all right, if he goes, all right, I want to have a little keepsake, I'm going to steal a cigar. I'd rather hear that than I'm going to pick up somebody else's cigar, carry it to them with my fingerprints on it when it's on their table.
Yeah, it holds no water.
And then suddenly, I have to rush out, so I forgot all about it.
If you were that worried about it, you would have left it where it belonged.
We should have.
All right, who was the guy's name?
Tim. Tim took it. Tim.
Tim what?
Tim, I don't want to give his last name out.
Lily, look up Tim.
I'm the one who actually he was my guest.
So you brought a guest that stole my cigar?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold, and we're going to figure out a way you can make up. Because here's the thing. Even if you sent me a box of Cubans now, that night I had an Upman
I know.
Ready to roll.
It was for that moment.
Yeah.
I know.
After, it was going to be fantastic.
I know.
All right, hold on. And I know why the fucking guy did. He stole a little fucking keepsake. I understand.
Yeah, there wasn't any of this, I was rushed right out.
But I'm saying this. I would have rather you pulled my fucking shoes off me and let me sit there and enjoy my cigar. All right, let's go over everything. That happened. I got my cigar stole. There's no way to make that up. That's like losing a child.
That's gone.
That's like miscarrying. Bobo ruined the taping, and Crazy Jen blew that out of proportion. After getting a free meal about me, I don't get a thank you for that. Fez is wrong for that. And Jen.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Kathleen and Bri, I'm all happy with. Fez acted like a nut when I drove through a black neighborhood. We'll see what else went wrong as we go through all this stuff. Here's our buddy Fred from Brooklyn. Hello, Fred.
Hey, boys, welcome back.
Yeah.
That guy, Tim, has a serious problem on his hands. That was the French connection of cigar smuggling brought strictly for your enjoyment wherever you wanted and when you wanted.
I know.
Who the fuck is he to touch it with his scrawny little fucking fingers and attempt to give it back to you? It comes in a tube because the person that owns it takes it out of the tube.
He's right.
Sits it wherever he wants it and then smokes it when he wants it. And that's how some fucking greasy hands can come and lay upon your cigar and take it elsewhere, Ronnie.
Now, here's the beauty of this, too.
On the list, I want to know who this is.
Well, it's Littleton and his friend Tim. But you gave me, I think, 4 or 5 of these. This was my last one. I enjoyed every one of them. And I said to myself as I leave, I'm going to take this beautiful cigar, this illegal contraband, down to D.C. And when I'm done all my work, I will celebrate by smoking this cigar. Why? Being a 12-stepper, I can't tie off like a fucking gentleman would. The way when Johnny Carson was done with his last show, he would tie off and fucking take a quick trip to the H room.
I didn't know that about Carson.
Yeah. He loved the deep, deep nods.
Well, like I told you when I gave it to you, sir, it was 1/5 of the box. Plenty is still left.
again, that's beautiful, but I can't turn back time. I cannot
I'll give you
turn
5
back
to
time.
make up for the 1, my friend, but still, wait till I get my hands on this guy. Just wait.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Fred. I appreciate it.
Fred from Brooklyn, he's a good guy.
Oh, yeah. You know who he gets along with? Casey and Dave.
Yeah.
They're buddies. That's your dinner buddies, right?
Yeah, he's very solid.
Yeah.
And we just did some background checking, and indeed that Littleton guy was at the Bob Saget taping. So his story looks like it checks out. He probably, along with Tim, his buddy, is the cigar thief.
He's been placed at the scene.
Yes.
And here's what I don't like about Littleton, even though, it was right that he stepped up, so I don't have to go through Suggins and all the other people. By the way, his chick is so fucking cute.
Man, I wish I could have seen her.
Yeah, you never will. This guy will never make the mistake of bringing her around. But RonFez.net, you just went up a notch in my book. Next time you go out with Fred from Brooklyn, you and your wife, buy him an extra dessert for me for being so angry.
Okay.
Because I like when people are angry for me. Well, we solved one mystery. We know it was Littleton's friend who stole my cigar. Fez, all because he wanted to return it to me, and then was taken away.
Yeah, then all of a sudden, after he put his hands on your personal property, found out he had to get going, had to catch a ride.
And since Fred from Brooklyn wants to replace those cigars, Dave, I'd like you and Casey to take him out to another beautiful meal.
Oh, my gosh.
And take all the Brooklyn boys.
Does the wife have to come again? Or?
Yes.
She still never cleaned.
She never cleaned what?
My apartment. All right, I'll take him out.
Whose wife?
Fred's wife was supposed to clean my apartment because she was also taken to the moving, cleaning apartment dinner.
Can't you just be grateful?
I'll take Fred out.
And give him Littleton's thing.
Littleton and his buddy Tim.
Yeah, let him get his address so he can perform a hit.
Okay.
Make sure that I'm out somewhere in public.
I won't be.
Yeah. Boy, what a nutty day.